Let's have a thought experiment. Imagine you walk into a room full of strangers. Nobody knows your name, your history, your achievements, or your setbacks. But as soon as you enter the room, things change. People stop talking, they glance at you, and the air becomes charged as if your very presence changes the environment. Nobody has said a word, neither you nor they, but something about you has already been decided. It's not a gut feeling, it's an implicit judgment, a rapid decision rendered in less than 7 seconds. You've not said a word, but you've already been raised or discarded. Do you feel it? That burden on your shoulders, the absolute knowledge that all you are, all you believe in, is being judged through eyes that don't know you at all, but have already made up their minds. Have you ever stepped into a room and found yourself wondering how others see you? Picture this. The very first impression you make is like a silent film, a story unfolding without a single word. Can you really control this unspoken conversation? What if I told you that you already do, often without even realizing it? Think about it. The way you hold yourself, the space you occupy, even the pauses you take, they all send out signals. But here's the kicker. These signals can either open doors or slam them shut, often before you've had a chance to say anything. Fascinating, right? The influence you have without saying a word. Now, take a moment to reflect. Think back on past interactions. Have you ever felt underestimated, not because of what you said, but due to an unintentional signal you gave off? It's like playing a game with invisible rules, where the stakes are incredibly high. Every day, you find yourself both judging and being judged, sizing up strangers while they do the same to you. But here's the emotional twist. How many opportunities have slipped through your fingers simply because of these quick judgments? How many others have missed out on chances by misreading you? It's a cycle as old as time, yet it feels as immediate as your next breath. And it stings, doesn't it? Now, imagine breaking free from this cycle. Picture yourself walking into any space with complete control over your narrative. Every step, every glance, carefully designed to make the impact you want. You're no longer at the mercy of luck or a fleeting good day. Instead, you're the one writing your story, turning every room into your stage. Visualize this. Entering a room with an energy that commands respect and curiosity before you even say a word. People are drawn to you, eager to hear what you have to say because your presence has already conveyed so much. You're the kind of person who leaves a lasting impression, the type that lingers in people's minds long after you've gone. Now, let's bring this to life. Together, we're going to explore the fascinating world of nonverbal communication, making the unseen visible. By the time we wrap up this journey, you'll not only grasp the subtle cues behind first impressions, but also learn how to use them to boost your personal and professional life. Stick with me because what you're about to uncover could change not just how others perceive you, but also how you view yourself. Let's face it, the world isn't exactly known for its patience. It doesn't hang around for lengthy explanations or offer second chances. In just a few seconds, before you even say a word, people have already made up their minds about you. Those brief moments can either work in your favor or against you. So the real question is, will you take charge of them, or will you let them shape your identity? This isn't a new phenomenon, either. For ages, this unspoken judgment has been a core part of how we interact, an age-old dance between how we're perceived and how we present ourselves. Have you ever sensed it? That invisible tug of war where your essence is evaluated in an instant? It's both unsettling and intriguing, a game of shadows played right in front of us. Now, imagine yourself in this dance. Some people stumble awkwardly, burdened by insecurities and self-doubt, while others glide through, effortlessly commanding attention and respect without saying a word. What sets them apart? A deep understanding of the unspoken rules of human perception. Do you want to master this skill, to shift from being the prey to becoming the silent predator in every interaction? Picture yourself entering a room, not just as another face in the crowd, but as the one who sets the tone. You don't need to shout or hold a fancy title. You don't even need the typical charm. What you truly need is insight, an inner compass that directs your every action with clarity and intention. And here's the thrilling part. The keys to this transformation aren't locked away somewhere far off. They're right within your reach, just waiting to be discovered. The most surprising truth, you already have everything you need to tap into this power. It's all about tuning into the subtle signals and rhythms around you, and more importantly, the ones that resonate within you. Imagine the incredible freedom that comes with mastering this skill. You're no longer just reacting to snap judgments or fleeting impressions. Instead, you take charge of your own story. You get to decide how the world sees you, and in turn, how you make your mark on it. So are you ready to embrace this new way of thinking, to dive deep into the realms of perception and presence? Come along with me on this transformative journey where we'll uncover the secrets of human interaction and arm you with the tools to navigate this timeless dance with confidence and grace. Stick around, because what's coming next could change not just how others view you, but also how you view yourself in this complex web of human connections. This isn't about giving you a pep talk or boosting your self-esteem. My goal here is to equip you with some powerful tools that don't often get the spotlight and are even less frequently mastered. Once you learn how to shape perceptions, you won't just be a participant in life's game, you'll be the one setting the rules. But before we dive into this life-changing knowledge, take a moment to think. Who are the people that have truly impacted your life? Was it their smooth talk that made a difference? Or was it something deeper, something more instinctual? Consider this. While your mind might not remember every word they said, it will always hold on to the energy, the body language, the pauses, and the intentions behind those initial encounters. That's where the real power lies. This power isn't something you need to go out and find. It's already inside you, just waiting to be tapped into. The line between being overlooked and being unforgettable isn't about chance. It's about mastering the subtle yet significant art of nonverbal communication. Picture yourself walking into any room filled with a fresh sense of confidence, not because you've memorized every line, but because you've grasped the unspoken language of influence. This kind of change doesn't just shift how others see you, it transforms how you see yourself. Get ready for something truly transformative. What you're about to learn isn't just a collection of techniques. It's a whole new way of looking at things that will change how you interact with the world around you. After this, you'll walk into any room with a fresh perspective. This journey isn't about altering who you are, it's about revealing the incredible potential that's always been within you. It's about taking on a role where you're not just part of the conversation, but the one who gently steers it. Welcome to a new way of thinking about personal influence, a path that starts with understanding and leads to empowerment. Stick with me, because what's coming next isn't just knowledge. It's the key to unlocking a level of personal influence and presence that very few people ever reach. And once you step through this door, there's no going back. Have you ever thought about what's really unsettling in all of this? It's the realization that no matter how beautifully you articulate your thoughts, or how passionately you share your values, if your energy doesn't match those words right from the start, everything that follows can feel like just an excuse. People aren't just listening to your words, they're picking up on your essence. And that happens long before you get a chance to tell your story. This is the trap that many of us fall into. We often think that being articulate and clear is our best asset, but those who truly understand the art of perception know a different reality. It's not always the most eloquent speakers who capture attention and influence others. It's those who can adjust their energy to communicate for them. They have an unspoken language that resonates more deeply and authentically than any words could. Here's a powerful tool that often gets overlooked. Anticipation. It's not just about planning what to say or do, it's about the mindset you build before you even enter a social setting. Your first impression doesn't start when you walk through the door. It begins in the quiet moments of your mind, right when you decide who you want to be. This isn't about putting on a show, it's about intention. It's about creating a mental space where your energy aligns with the identity you wish to project. Just imagine the strength of stepping into any room with a clear, purposeful energy that radiates confidence and authenticity before you even utter a word. This is the true essence of influence, the kind that doesn't just fade away after a conversation, but leaves a lasting impact. Think about how this perspective can change the way you interact with others. Instead of just worrying about what you're going to say, start by considering how you want to think and feel. This proactive approach can really change the vibe you bring to the table. Turning you into more than just a participant, you become the conductor of the interaction's energy. So the next time you're gearing up for a social event, keep this in mind. Your influence starts long before you even step through the door. It's built in those moments of anticipation, in the careful crafting of your intentions. When you get the hang of this, you'll realize you don't have to struggle to be heard. Your presence will naturally draw attention and respect. Stick around as we explore these powerful insights further, showing you how to channel your energy so you can not only take part in life's interactions, but lead them with grace and strength. How many times have you walked into a meeting thinking, I really hope I make a good impression? In that moment, you've already given away some of your power. Why is that? It's because your energy comes off as submissive. The desire to be accepted isn't just a fleeting thought, it's a tangible force that others can pick up on, and it can make you feel smaller. Your body language starts to reflect that longing, and before you know it, you're giving off vibes of neediness and uncertainty. Now let's flip the script. Imagine walking into that same meeting with a fresh perspective. I'm here to observe. I'll take up my space with confidence. I belong in this room. Can you sense the difference? This isn't merely about thinking positively, it's about making a conscious and strategic shift in your internal energy. You're grounding yourself with purpose, essentially training your mind. Before you even exchange glances, you're tuning into a vibe of confidence and authenticity. That's the energy others will notice. It's not just what you say that makes a lasting impression. It's the energy and conviction behind your words. People pick up on not only the content of your message, but also the source from which it comes. This subtle yet powerful change in mindset can completely transform how you present yourself. By shifting your internal dialogue, you change the energy you radiate. Instead of entering as someone who's looking for approval, you walk in as someone who naturally commands respect and attention. This change isn't about putting on a show, it's about aligning your inner state with the presence you want to project. As you practice this mindset, you'll discover that you won't have to force yourself to make a good impression anymore. Your genuine energy and confidence will naturally attract others, reshaping how you're viewed and empowering you to handle any interaction with ease and authority. One really effective technique is learning to slow down your movements. This isn't about trying to look more interesting or putting on a show. It's about managing the rhythm of your presence. When people find themselves in unfamiliar settings, they often speed up, they walk faster, talk quickly, and move with a jittery energy. What does this communicate? It sends a message of insecurity to those around them. When others sense that you're uncomfortable in your own skin, they can't help but feel uneasy too. Why is that? Because trust is built on confidence, and nobody feels secure around someone who seems unable to handle their own emotions or actions. By mastering the rhythm of your movements, you're also mastering the story you tell. When you walk with purpose, make eye contact without hesitation, and include thoughtful pauses in your speech, you're sending out a powerful signal: control. In this unspoken game of impressions, control equates to respect. Slowing down shows that you are present, intentional, and self-assured. It indicates that you're not rushing to escape the moment, nor are you feeling overwhelmed by it. This mindful pacing helps you create an atmosphere of calm and authority, encouraging others to connect with you on a deeper level. In the end, this control over your rhythm becomes a subtle yet powerful communication tool, shaping how others see and respond to you. In the delicate dance of social interactions, those who set the pace often earn the most respect. Let's take a moment to explore something that often flies under the radar: the clever use of our surroundings. When people step into a new environment, they often overlook the unspoken rules that come with it. These rules aren't set by the loudest person in the room, rather, they're shaped by those who know how to position themselves effectively. So what sets apart those who naturally steer conversations? It all comes down to where they choose to stand. They don't hide against the walls or retreat to corners to fade into the background. Instead, they find a spot that keeps them visible without making it obvious that they're trying to grab attention. They strike a perfect balance between being present and feeling at ease. Being noticed doesn't mean you have to be the center of attention. Those who get this realize that they don't need to shout or tell the best jokes to be seen as leaders. Sometimes it's as simple as picking the right spot, somewhere you can be seen and have a good view of the room, all while avoiding any physical barriers that might isolate you from others. This subtle choice of positioning can greatly affect how others unconsciously perceive the group's hierarchy. By just being in the right place, you project confidence and openness, encouraging interaction without forcing it. It creates an atmosphere where your presence is acknowledged and valued, subtly shifting the room's dynamics in your favor. In short, mastering the art of positioning is all about recognizing the influence of perception and space. It's a quiet yet powerful strategy for guiding the flow of interactions and carving out your role in any social setting. Let's dive into a skill that often goes unnoticed but is incredibly powerful: listening. And not just any kind of listening. I'm talking about active, strategic listening. This is the kind of listening that requires your full attention, where your eyes, body, and energy are all in sync with the speaker. It's not just about catching the words, It's about picking up on the unspoken signals, the subtle changes in tone, and the emotions that lie beneath the surface. When you engage in this way, people can sense it, they feel your focus, and it naturally draws them in. Why is that? Because true listening is a rare gem. In a world where everyone is eager to share their thoughts and be acknowledged, those who genuinely listen become magnetic. Listeners wield influence not by dominating the conversation, but by providing something truly precious: attention and validation. This is what everyone longs for. When you listen deeply, you're not just gathering information, you're harnessing power. By offering someone your full attention, you're showing respect and empathy. This creates a bridge that fosters trust and rapport, often leading to deeper, more meaningful connections. It's a subtle, yet powerful way to exert influence, positioning you as someone who values and understands others. In short, mastering the art of listening turns you into a beacon of attention in a noisy world, enhancing your ability to connect, influence, and lead. Let's dive into the incredible power of silence. You see, silence isn't merely the lack of words, it's a powerful strategy. When wielded effectively, it can be even more impactful than speaking. Silence adds weight to your words, builds anticipation, and encourages others to share their thoughts. It conveys confidence, as only those who are truly at ease with themselves can sit in silence without feeling awkward. In negotiations, a well-timed pause can lead the other party to divulge more information. In conversations, it helps your partner feel truly heard and understood. It's that pause that makes the music resonate, and in our interactions, it's the space that can turn the tide in your favor. In wrapping things up, getting a grip on the art of perception isn't about putting on a mask or trying to be someone you're not. It's really about enhancing the core of who you are. It's all about picking up on those subtle signals, like your energy, posture, silence, intention, anticipation, rhythm, environment, and listening skills, to communicate in ways that words alone can't capture. These are the tools that, when you learn to use them, give you the power to walk into any room with confidence, earn respect, and influence how interactions unfold effortlessly. They help you shape how people see things and steer the conversation, not through loud actions, but through a genuine presence that says so much. Keep in mind, you're not just playing the game, you're actually shaping it. With these insights, your approach to engaging with the world will shift dramatically. You'll discover that your presence naturally attracts attention and respect, not because you're trying hard to be noticed, but because your authenticity and intentions resonate with those around you. So, embrace this fresh perspective and see how your presence evolves. As you weave these skills into your daily life, you'll start to notice a change in how others view and respond to you. This is the essence of true influence: subtle, profound, and incredibly impactful. Welcome to a new phase of connecting with the world, where your presence truly shapes the atmosphere around you.